Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. Of course, what's on the minds of everybody right now, I'm sure, is what's going on in Syria. So I have some commentary on Syria. Of course, it is absolutely certain that the powers that be are bound and determined to destroy this country. They have a hard-on to get Syria. Now, I don't know exactly what has been going on with Obama regarding the war, but if you have a rogue Secretary of State running around like a fucking buffoon every fucking chance he gets trying to provoke fucking war, then I think something needs to be done about that. The fact that nothing is being done about it, and the fact that Obama has seemingly been dragging his feet on making any kind of movement regarding Syria, has been, that latter part has been a good thing. Now, as I said, I don't know what forces are at work here, but the overriding factor for Obama, of course, is Obama. He doesn't give a shit about anything else except himself. Period. He doesn't give a shit about anybody dying. He doesn't give a shit about war. He doesn't give a shit about anything. The only thing he cares about is preserving his status. Okay? That much is guaranteed. So, the fact that he has not moved on Syria so far, even though that seems to be coming to an end right now, that indicates to me that there is an opposing force working the other side of this issue. And it may be someone who has material on Obama, or it may be a group of people, or it may simply be some other aspect of this that I have not thought of, which puts Obama's position in jeopardy. Now we have the latest bullshit story to come out of Syria about the supposed use of chemical weapons by Assad against his own people. Now, remember the fucking bullshit leading up to the Iraq War. Okay? Remember the last time they tried this fucking gassing bullshit in Syria to get us involved. Remember. The UN has not even had time to do an investigation, and already you have people yapping about this has been proven. Well, I don't consider anything proven anymore unless it happens right in front of my fucking face and I get to examine everything in detail after the thing happens right in front of my fucking face. Because all we're fed is propaganda and bullshit. Bottom line, America is fed up with endless fucking war. We're fed up with the war on terror, we're fed up with the war on motherfucking drugs, and we're fed up with going to war in other countries over issues that have nothing to do with us. I'm sick of it, you're sick of it, everybody's sick of it. Now, that being said, the people who are losing their lives over there, I think is a terrible tragedy. But you have to remember that the rebel forces, the people that are opposed to Assad, are a gaggle of fucking murderers and terrorists. So what do you do? What do you do as a nation? If we had an actual president that was actually going to do something, what would he do? Would he arm the rebel terrorist murderers so that they end up being in charge of a disastrous, ruined fucking country? So that we have to deal with them for 30 years down the road? Well, naturally, you wouldn't want to do that. And then again, you have to ask yourself, what is it that Assad is doing that is so terrible? I've seen no evidence that he's gassed his own people. I see what he's trying to do is put down a rebellion by terrorists and murderers. And I would suspect that every other country around the motherfucking world would do the same goddamn thing. So, Assad is not great. He's far from perfect, that's for sure. But he's better than all these other groups that are trying to depose him. And I see what is happening here as more cheerleading and more bullshit to get us involved in a regional conflict in the Middle East that could cause major fucking calamity down the road. It could be the trigger for the final events for World War III, because would be opposing Russia, would be opposing China, and of course we would become embroiled in another conflict that has no end. So I'm sorry for the loss of life over there, I really am. But I can't see how having another nation blow shit up and murder people is going to solve anything. All I see it as a quagmire that's going to drag us into a never-ending fucking conflict, which costs us more blood and costs them more blood. So I say no to fucking war with Syria. No war with Syria. End the motherfucking war parade, for Christ's sake, would you please? I'm sick to death of it. Thank you. Good night.